Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shafer. It's always fucking fun to be with you here. Welcome to anywhereblog.net and thank you for checking out the show. Today we are going to be talking about 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 things, tips in fact, that I wish I knew before hitchhiking. We're going to start with number 1. I have my handy dandy notebook and we're going to start off with take as little stuff as possible. I know it seems like you gotta bring your phone and you gotta bring your dog and you gotta bring your 2 cars and you gotta bring an axe and you gotta bring a tent and you gotta bring so much stuff. You don't need all that stuff. You don't even need trail mix, man. Bring as little stuff as possible. You will be so helpful or thankful. If you bring a little stuff, 1, you don't have to worry too much about getting robbed. 2, you will be on your feet a lot, walking around. You're gonna have a backpack on your back. Whatever you do, make sure that's as light as possible. 3, you will feel cool as hell because you'll be able to say, I walked around with nothing but a sleeping bag for a while, or whatever you want to have with you. And 4, it's just better, trust me. So that's the rule number 1, or at least the tip number 1. Obviously, do whatever you want. Never trust my judgment above your own. Number 2, take it slow. When I first started, I decided I wanted to just go up to Oregon real quick, so I went up to Oregon real quick, and I missed so much stuff. So then after that, I went back down to Southern California so quick, and I missed so much stuff. And then I decided I wanted to cross the country. And I soon realized that it was going to take a little while. So I started to take it slower, which I know it sounds crazy. This guy who's talking at 700 miles per hour is trying to tell you to take it slow. But trust me, just because I don't think slow doesn't mean I can't act slowly sometimes. So take it slow, really go around, look at the little details around you, and don't get so obsessed with going from place to place. Trust me, you're going to have a much more fun time and you'll see a lot more things. Number 3 is be skeptical as fuck of people. Some people are evil. Let's face it. We live in a pretty fucked up world in some ways. We live in a beautiful world in other ways, but we live in a fucked up world in some ways. So be skeptical of people. If you're going to be riding with them, spend some time to get a feeling of them. If you're going to be hanging out with somebody, spend some time to get a feeling of them, and be honest with yourself. If you don't feel comfortable for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know the voices inside your head might say, well, maybe it's about something else, or maybe it's about my childhood, or maybe... No, just go with it. It's worth not falling into that. So be skeptical of people, and if you get even the slightest bad vibration, it's worth it just to leave. You'll get another ride. Don't worry. And that leads into our next tip, which is it's not hard. It's not hard to do this. It's really not hard. There are some things that are challenging in the moment, but fundamentally it's not that hard. You're not going to be sitting on the side of the road for an hour or 2. That's what I thought it would be like when I first started. But my average time is probably 5 minutes for getting picked up. You're not going to have a hard time. It's not going to be hard to find food. It's not going to be hard to find people that are cool, that will tell you cool stories. It's not that difficult. Just trust your guts. Have fun. Try to be happy while you're out there. Don't go for this whole oh yeah, I'm so miserable and thus, I'm worthy of, your praise because I'm having such a bad time. You're going to meet a lot of people out there who are going to tell you how hard it is and are going to want to pump up your pride in that way. Don't let them do it. It's not hard, and be honest with people saying it's not hard. It's really not. Certain aspects are difficult, but fundamentally it's not that hard, and that's part of the point. So don't pretend that it's hard and make it harder than it actually is to try to get laid more often. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And then number 5, as I have a pizza coming, number 5 is hitchhiking is not the answer, okay? You will not get enlightened through hitchhiking. You will not achieve, I got oil all over my notebook. You will not achieve true fundamental happiness because of hitchhiking. Hitchhiking is fun to do, just like skydiving is fun to do, or I assume skydiving is fun to do, or playing a video game is fun to do. But fundamentally, you are not going to achieve long-term happiness because of hitchhiking. There is no other way around it. You can only achieve long-term happiness through understanding yourself and acting in a way that's coherent with reality. That is the only way to achieve long-term happiness. So don't think that you're going to go out there and hitchhike and it's going to make you happy. Maybe you can have, certainly it will make you give you lots of bursts of short-term happy. You'll get a lot of cool stuff to work with, and it'll give you some time to understand yourself better. But fundamentally, if you're a miserable person and you're going to stay a miserable person, hitchhiking isn't going to make it better. You can ask the hobos how they feel about happiness and hitchhiking. They're not very happy, yet they're hitchhiking so much. So don't think that hitchhiking or any other external thing is going to make you fundamentally happy. Happiness comes from within, and it's understanding your own mind and acting in a way that's coherent with reality, acting in a way that's coherent with truth. So I hope this was helpful. Those are the 5, count them, 5 tips that I wish I knew before I started hitchhiking, and I hope you can save a lot of time and have a lot more fun. If you're out there doing something fucking awesome, I think you're fucking awesome, and I want to give you a prize, but I'm too far away. But if you are close, come closer so I can give you a prize and maybe a kiss. So if you're out there, thank you. You're a fucking hero. Cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to ask a question, please go to anywhereblog.net and press the Ask a Question button. And if you want to subscribe to us on Facebook, you oughta. It's facebook.com/anywhereblog. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well, so you can get some updates, and I think you're going to like the content that will come up as well. Thank you, guys. I love you. Or, yeah, I love you. Why not?